Hello, Jezza. Michael on. Say good day.
Hey, how are you doing?
Yeah, good man. What's up?
Yeah, I emailed you a while back because I'm the guy who works for New Zealand Customs, and I emailed you a while ago.
That's one of the things I've been
Anyway,
working on. Do you want to tell people
yeah,
what you told me?
so it came out that day that we were losing staff to voluntary redundancy and um, what they called early enhanced retirement. And so they had like about, I think, 200 submissions from people who were prepared to go and volunteer for it. They've cut that down to 34 people that they've actually accepted. So
Right.
they put that news out last week. But at the same time that they've said that, they've also said it's not enough and they're going to have to do compulsory.
Wow.
So we don't know when that's going to come out. That'll probably be sometime in May because the first lot of redundancies will go through and finished on the 4th of May. All those people leave. And then they have to then reevaluate where they can actually make cuts. But it's really difficult to do that when you have a funding model like New Zealand Customs does have, which is 70% is actually from levies and fees that are charged to passengers, charged to freight, things like that.
What? Tell us what will it mean to customs? Like, obviously, customs are sort of our border agents, literally are. What will it mean, these cuts, to how custom operates? Like, what is the danger of these cuts, if there are any?
It would be a case of we'd fall back to having uh, only offices based in the main centres,
Mm.
so Auckland, Wellington, and Christchurch. And Tauranga has actually become a main centre for us because of the large importation of drugs that's flowing through there at the moment. Like it's the largest port for drugs right now. That's how bad it is there. So we've actually started pouring in people there, but um, places where we've got a presence like Plymouth or Dunedin or Nelson are likely to receive cuts where they'll just go, well, we can't really man this place, so we're going to take people away from there. And we might not have, I think in the last time that we ended up going through this, which was, again, the last national government, um, we had staff up in Whangarei to man Opua for when there's private yachts going up and down there. We no longer can actually, we couldn't afford to keep someone up there permanently. So we would actually just send them up from Auckland
Mm.
occasionally when it was required. That's probably going to be the same thing for a lot of these other ports because there'll be some sort of requirement, but they won't be able to man it on a permanent basis. They'll have to do it on a much more reduced basis.
Hmm.
And so if we were to jump to 2020 when the pandemic occurred, we had to take on about 1,000 more staff instantaneously to man every single maritime, every part of the maritime border. So everywhere that a ship would actually turn up, you would have officers there sitting 24/7 in a car watching that dock,
Wow.
just to make sure that the people working on the ships would not come off and walk into Auckland or Nelson, Napier. Those places would always have somebody there, and we had to reduce those numbers a while ago. But we would not be able to stand up that kind of force again if something was to occur.
So it's literally making our borders more sieve-like, fewer
Yeah,
people, bigger
it's
gaps.
like a colander. Yeah,
Mm. Sheesh, bro.
yeah. And you got to wonder with the aggressiveness of this government, how much more damage is really coming? Because they've done the, and how much of that damage is going to be extremely long term. That it's really almost irreparable. Like I've got a friend who works for the Department of Conservation, and the stuff that's going on there, they're trying to, wanting to open up mining on Department of Conservation land. It's like we can't go back and fix that if we get a new government. If
Yeah.
that's done, it's done and dusted. We've stuffed it for generations. So I don't know. It's
Yeah.
it's
It's
worrying
depressing.
because it's
Yeah.
just,
It's depressing,
it's depressing and worrying.
and as you say, what's to come next? Hey, thanks for calling us, Jezza. Love
Yeah,
you to stay in touch and keep us up to date with what's going on because, you know, we need to get these messages out there that the promise of these backroom cuts won't affect the front room. You know, as we've been saying the whole time, the back room feeds the front room, and they are yet to define what a back room is. And so hearing stories like yours, whilst horrific and sad, are still important for us to get out there. So
Yeah.
thank you.
No problem.
All right, dude.
Have
All
a
the
good
best.
night.
Appreciate it.